lovely Christina of Pretty Shiny Sparkly tagged me to do the 5-minute makeup challenge, and Christina made it look so easy. She was a blending queen and she still had time at the end of her video to spare. I, on the other hand, am not feeling as confident. I kind of take a long time to do my makeup every morning. It's a little bit of a process, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but I do have a routine for when I just wanna get out the door quickly, so that's what I'm gonna try to squeeze into 5 minutes. But before I get started, I wanted to show you the last 2 steps of my skincare routine. For eye cream, I use this Eye Duty Triple Remedy from First Aid Beauty, and this has a little bit of a salmon tint to it, and it doesn't negate the need for concealer, but it does help a little bit to combat dry or dark under eyes. And then for SPF, my favorite is from Paula's Choice. This is the Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. This is SPF 30 and it has a little bit of a flesh tone color to it. It doesn't have any real coverage, but it does help to kind of even out my skin tone. So I have those 2 things on, as well as a little bit of a lip balm. Jeremy is here and he is going to help be my timer, and he is also going to help make sure I don't dip out of frame, because when I put on mascara I tend to get just inches away from the mirror, so he's going to try to help me with that. So I'm going to take, oops, already dropping things. I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to go ahead and get started. To start, I sprayed a little bit of the One Love Organics Vitamin D Moisture Mist. This gives my skin a little bit of extra moisture and helps whatever foundation I choose to apply blend a little bit easier. For foundation, I use the new L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I have this in shade 101 Classic Ivory. And to apply it, I use one of my largest foundation brushes. This is the Marc Jacobs Face No. 2 brush. This applies product so quickly. And then to highlight underneath my eyes and on the center of my face, I use my trusty Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the Brightener shade. This has a little bit of a pink tint to it that really helps to brighten. And I switched to a little bit of a smaller brush. This is not my normal concealer brush. I use a much smaller one on a day-to-day basis, but I chose a bigger one just to help me apply product a little bit quicker. Next, I'm applying a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer on any blemishes or spots. To set these cream products, I'm taking the RMS Tinted Unpowder in 01 first on a small brush, and I'm going to create a blank canvas on my lid and then really make sure to set the concealer well. Moving on to a bigger brush, I'm going to use the Unpowder all over my face. I've been feeling a little pale lately, so I'm using my favorite bronzer brush from Bobbi Brown and the Paula's Choice Sun-Kissed Custom Color Bronzer. I'm applying this very liberally, not doing any contouring, just really bronzing up my skin. My favorite blush for when I want to brighten my complexion is Dior's Rosy Glow. On a normal day, I spend probably 5 minutes alone just on my eyebrows, but to keep things simple, I'm using Benefit's Give Me Brow. This, I will say, has dried out just a little bit. When you get a fresh tube, you do get a little bit more color payoff. For eyeshadow, I pulled out the Aqua Lilies for Tarte. The reason being, this is the one eyeshadow palette where I don't find the eyeshadows to crease on me, even if I'm not wearing a primer. And I love this pale white, pinky, shimmery shade. I just find it really brightening on my lid. Now we can see me kind of failing at tight lining with the Tarte Skinny Smolder Eyes. My hands were shaking so bad at this point, I just felt like I was gonna get this pencil all over the place. For mascara, I chose the Well People Expressionist Bio Extreme Mascara, and I've had this tube for a while, and I find that this mascara gets better the longer I've been using it. I still get a lot of length, but as it dries out, it becomes a little bit more volumizing. My favorite everyday lipstick is from Red Apple Lipstick, and it's in the shade Audrey, which is just a beautiful pink, and the formula is really moisturizing. I found out I had some time to kill, so I took a fluffy brush back into the Paula's Choice bronzer and just put that lightly in my crease just for a little bit of added definition. At this point, Jared told me how much time I had left, and the only thing I was thinking is that I wish I would have brought down my Bare Minerals powder concealer and just concealed a couple spots a little bit better and a little bit around my nose, but instead I took a little bit of extra bronzer and just put that around my hairline. That's what I got done in my 5-minute makeup challenge, and I'm pretty happy with everything. The only thing is that my hand was shaking so bad. I was trying to tight line a little bit just to create a little bit of darkness, but I didn't want to get it all over the place, so I just stopped doing that. So I think if I could calm myself down a little bit, I might have tight lined a little bit more. But other than that, this is a look that I would wear to work. My parents are actually coming over in a little bit for their birthday dinner, so I'm probably just going to maybe just finish tight lining a little bit, but I'm gonna leave it at that. So I really appreciate Christina for tagging me. It was really fun to do, and just to prove to myself that if I need to get out the door in 5 minutes, I can do it. And I did want to tag a few people. Just let me pull out my phone and I'll get their names up. Hold on one second. I'll also film and input a little pan so you can see all the different products that I used in case you are interested. But the first person I tag is Ali Cherry, and I've actually been wanting to tell you all about her channel, and I meant to include her in my last favorites video, but she has a true lifestyle channel, and she has a lot of great variety, which I think is why I like her channel so much. She has a lot of food and recipes. She has random Q&A, some beauty ones, and her editing is very unusual, and I love it. And I think she must spend a lot of time and energy. So I think you guys would love Ali's channel. So that's the first person I tag. Next is Madeline from Pop Basic, and I've known about Pop Basic for a long time. I used to watch a lot of the unboxing videos. Pop Basic is a clothing service where you don't subscribe to it, but you can. They come out with little micro collections. I think it's every month, and you can buy a box. And I've connected with Madeline, who is the owner, and I just love her. She's a successful young woman, and she does a lot of beauty videos, but my favorite are the vlogs because you get to see behind the scenes in her warehouse. And I love that she really likes to get input from her customers. So if she's coming out with a blue skirt, she can ask in the vlogs, do you guys like it with pleats or without? And then her customers comment, and then that helps guide her decision. So I think Pop Basic is also another really fun channel, and I really want Madeline to do this because I think she's gonna be really good at it. My latest YouTube obsession, and I mean very lately, like I discovered it last week, and in the span of 48 hours, I went back and I watched all of Mercedes' videos. Her channel name is L'Amour et la Musique, and she is a green beauty blogger, and she has amazing taste in makeup. I actually found her looking up information on the Gressa Minimalist Foundation. She talks about Gressa, I think Vapor, RMS, things like that. Her channel is awesome, and she also does some really cool holistic health videos that I find really interesting. Last but not least is an old favorite, and that is Nikki Roth Beauty. And I found Nikki around the time I think I started making videos. She has some of the best really wearable tutorials, and I never miss one of her videos. She took a little bit of a break, but she's back and she's uploading consistently, and I actually think she's working for Stila right now, and she's one of those people that talks about something and talks about it with such passion that it makes me want to run out and buy it that day. She's actually the reason that I bought that Stila cream contour and highlight duo, so I'm gonna link Nikki down below as well. That's it for this video, and I hope it was fun to watch me rush through my makeup routine. Thanks again, Christina, for tagging me, and I will see you all in my next video.